at night, yes, but it's only me. Come on. Really? Hey, Kate. Well, you guys come hang out. Fridays this fall. It's going to be an experience.
Earlier this year, NFL media went behind the scenes with Kirk Cousins from the start of free agency through his decision to play for those Minnesota Vikings. You can see it tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. Do not miss NFL Live Kirk Cousins for exclusive access to the quarterback's journey as he seeks to bring Minnesota their first Super Bowl trophy. Let's take a look at a little preview.
The Super Bowl was in Minneapolis, so it gave me a chance to spend some time there in the city, get a feel for the area. There were so many positives. It was a long list. The Vikings checked every box. The stability of the coaching staff, the culture of the team, the fan base.
Well, I haven't even studied the itinerary yet, but it looks like tour the stadium. I need to get a physical because they got to make sure I'm healthy, which is understandable.
The nature of the Vikings offer was such that it was high enough where we had no reason to look elsewhere. Made it a straightforward decision.
At some point, sign the contract, and we're looking forward to it.
He's got a tough road ahead, of course, and he has the Eagles in 10 days. So Kirk Cousins still has some hope leading this offense, and he, despite the loss, looked great last night against those Rams. You can check that out. NFL Live Kirk Cousins tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern on NFL Network. Nice little Friday that includes the Kyle Brandt football experience at 6 p.m. Eastern right here on NFL Network. Right, Will? And you're part of that.
That's right. Will shows up every week.
Yes, I do. I'm there and happy to say that I am there every week as well, as long as Kyle will have me. Right, Kyle?
Sure. Yeah, there's a funny teaser.
That didn't sound enthusiastic.
A Browns fan got the Baker special tattooed on their arm, like after the Baker two-point conversion, there was a Browns fan who did the X's and O's of it. So I'm going to ask Will tonight, if there's any play in NFL history that you could have tattooed on your arm, what would the play be, Will? So that's the teaser.
Butt fumble, Will!
Yeah.
And where do you put the butt fumble tattoo? I think I know.
Yeah, that's a good one, Shregs. But you have to stick around and stay tuned for Kyle's show. Meanwhile, after being out of work since the offseason, safety Eric Reid has finally found a gig. The veteran signing a one-year deal with the Panthers. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reporting the contract has a base value of $1 million. It could be worth up to $1.9 million. It includes playtime incentives and Pro Bowl incentives. A vocal supporter of Colin Kaepernick, Reid joining the former QB in kneeling to protest social injustice and racial inequality during the national anthem. His younger brother Justin is a safety for the Texans and talked about Eric landing in Carolina.
It's just been a journey for him. He's been out of the league for a little while. He's been up with his fitness, though. He's been consistently prepared for when this opportunity did come. I know that he had a chance to go into the Titans, but that didn't work out. But this new opportunity showed up, and he's going to be able to take advantage of it. And the Panthers just got a whole lot better. Their team just got better having him on their squad, so it's good for organization and it's good for him.
Meanwhile, Browns quarterback Rod Taylor returning to practice on Thursday after clearing concussion protocol. Head coach Hugh Jackson also revealing Taylor is battling a back injury. He'll serve as a backup to rookie Baker Mayfield this Sunday against the Raiders. Now sticking with those same Browns, the trick play on the two-point conversion that Kyle talked about and that win over the Jets, as we now know, was the Philly special. And offensive coordinator Todd Haley, he isn't apologizing for it. In fact, he would do it all over again.
Absolutely, I have no shame. If plays look good, I think the way that it actually went is I was down in our coach's locker room, and we have a TV in there, and they were replaying the Super Bowl, and I knew it was coming up on that part, and Kenny kind of runs our two-point plays. Comes up with the ideas, builds the library. That's why he's always searching for plays around the league. And I waited to see the play run on the TV in the locker room, and I went up immediately, and I'm like, hey, we need to start working on that Philly special. So as coaches, I think you got to keep an open mind and look for things that you think have a chance to work.
And he's talking about Ken Zampese, the quarterback's coach. But you look at what he says, you hear what he says. Obviously, it's a copycat league, which you said over and over. And the good thing is, I actually saw a left-handed quarterback on the field and seeing Jarvis Landry as well. So that made me feel proud.
First one to throw a touchdown this season, Jarvis Landry. That was it.
southpawed it right to Baker Mayfield. Direct snap to Duke Johnson, Landry, boom.
How good is the NFL this year?
It's
The
crazy.
offense is amazing.
Do you feel kind of bad for the Patriots with this working out, the Philly special, for everybody else but them in the Super Bowl?
It's hard to feel bad for the Patriots.
Yeah. By the way, don't they have a deep threat wide receiver that they could have used who played last night? What? Really? Their vertical game is fine?
He's 25 years old. Cooks?
Past his prime? Interesting.
You talking about Josh Gordon?
Well,
You talking about Cooks?
Brandon
I'm talking about Brandon Cooks.
Traded Brandon Cooks.
I don't know if what Josh Gordon's got. I know what Cooks has got.
We'll see.
But you know what I love though about the league is that these trick plays are coming more frequently. You remember 15 years ago a trick play happened?
Like seeing a celebrity.
Oh my gosh, what was it?
Now it's 1st and 10.
Now it's like, all right, yeah. But 5 of them in a game.
You're right.
Gotta love
How you
that.
win.
You might need some trick plays to win your fantasy league this week, especially if you face Calvin Ridley in week 3. 3 touchdowns for the rookie. Huge points. Let's find out which one of us won, and we're going to get you guys set with your lineup, straightening them out on Top 5 Friday.
Ooh,
Tony, blast refraction! My God, that's impressive. Hey, helmet guy! Grenade refraction!
Uh-oh.
Sorry, it just happened. Iron Man, they did their thing. I got kind of jealous and, you're gonna need a medic.
I am the medic.
You are not gonna be okay. Oh.